So make sure you read this document before you watch the movie. I'm just going to highlight the main ideas of it. We have been saying for a while now that we're going to talk about inheritance, and maybe some of you remember that. And we've been using some words kind of loosely that we are going to now tighten up with. And like all the documents, this has basic vocabulary that you should make sure that you understand and look at. And when we talk about inheritance, I'm going to just zoom down to the pictures, because when we talk about inheritance, these pictures are really helpful in knowing the relationship between one class and another class. So you see here that the student class is a person. If the arrow points up, that means that a student is a derived class from person. And from the reading, you know that that means that a student has everything that the person has and additional features to make him unique from a person. So they are two classes. You can call them a superclass and a subclass. You can call it a parent and child class. You can call it the main class and the derived class. Lots of different ways. Every book that you look in will say it's something different. So this is just a nice picture representation. So the clouds in this particular document represent classes, and then in boxes there are specific instances of those classes, objects. So Albert Einstein is a student object. Monte Vista, can tell who wrote these notes, Monte Vista is a high school student object. But a high school student object is a student object. So you could say that Monte Vista is both a high school student and a student. And the same thing with Lynn Brooke. We need a Saratoga. Whoops, too much. So we have always been using inheritance. We just didn't really know it. Java defines the object class, and every class that we have derived, that we have created, has extended from object, has been a child class of object. So here you can see a more elaborate cloud picture of the classes that we were talking about above. Person actually is a child class of object. You could say that person is derived from object. That would also be a correct thing to say. But a person can be a principal or a student or a teacher. Each one of those is a person, but they have their own unique qualities. And when I say unique qualities, what I am talking about usually is private data members and their own methods, in addition to what a person would need. But a student could also be two different kinds. You could be a high school student and you could be a college student, and it means different things to be different kinds of students. How do you declare it? Syntax. With syntax, you say class and name your new class, and then you say extends, which is a keyword, whatever class is your parent class, whatever class you are deriving from. So let's look at person. A person is an object that has three private data members: my name, my age, and my gender, a string, an int, and a string. It has a constructor that takes all three parameters and sets them just like regular, just like you would expect. And it has three getters and three setters and a toString, and that's all it means to be a person. Now we want to make a subclass of person, and we want to call it student. So here's the syntax: public class student extends person. That means, going up,